Welcome to our webinar, SEO in an AI era. My name's Hannah. I'm Head of Content here at Entyce. And today
I'm Beck. I am Digital Marketing Manager here at Entyce.
And we wanted to obviously just kind of go out there with sort of what's going on at the minute. Obviously, SEO and the use of ChatGPT is changing a lot of things, especially with our clients. We're getting a lot of people ask us about this. So we thought we'd just jump online and do a very, very quick webinar just about what's going on and what you need to look out for in your marketing strategy for 2026. So
here we go, everyone's
favourite
so get
started. Yay! So as we said, SEO in an AI era. And so we've already introduced ourselves. This is us. This is what we look like. So to kick us off, Beck,
GEO.
Yeah.
So obviously we know SEO, now we're into GEO. So that is generative engine optimization. So it's very, very similar to SEO, really. It's optimizing your website content so it's easily found and understood and cited by generative AI tools. So that's LLMs, large language models, such as ChatGPT, Copilot, Gemini, Grok, any of the others you could think of.
Everyone knows ChatGPT. Yes. There are other language models out there.
And more so we're seeing clients get traffic to their website from these LLMs.
Yeah, it's coming up increasingly now when we're looking at Google Analytics and stuff. That's coming up more and more. So more people are now asking, how do we get found on that? I don't know if you've ever done that like little exercise where you type your company name into ChatGPT and see what it says about you. And see whether it knows about you and things. So that's a really good strategy if you haven't done that already. Just go on ChatGPT and put sort of what you do. So we might put like marketing agencies in Chester and see if ChatGPT recommends you.
And it recommends you're coming up for the things you want to come up for as well.
And if you're not, why not? And that's something you should really sort of like ask your agency about. They should be able to point you in the right direction.
So it's not really about, you're not doubling the work because you're having to look at SEO and GEO at the same time, but there are things to consider when we look at that, because AI tools will interpret content in a different way to the traditional search engines, although search engines have come a very, very long way, particularly in the past decade. They're so sophisticated.
Even in the past year, to be honest. Like, I think back to when it first, and we were looking at some of the stuff that it was coming out with, and
boggling. So they will use your search intent. Obviously, search engines do this as well, but they will use the intent behind a query rather than just matching a specific set of keywords to give a more relevant and a result that's more aware of the context around a query. So they'll learn from your behavior and past interactions, not dissimilar to Google or Bing, and they will refine any future search responses that they give you to improve the accuracy and to that they give people, anyone searching on those models as well. So it takes into account more natural language.
So you can type in sort of a question. You know, obviously when you type in a question into Google, you might always not necessarily find what you need straight away. You do have to go through a few pages, whereas it will just
takes out that research time.
Exactly. It will just answer your question like a person would, or robot.
For all lazy searches. Okay, and next we go to.
So what is the main differences between GEO and SEO? So although both focus on online visibility, there are a few key differences that you need to watch out for. So obviously SEO, as we know, is to get your web pages to rank high in Google. Other search engines are available and earn traffic. So GEO, whereas you want to have your content included and cited within AI generated answers. So as I mentioned before, when you type in best marketing agencies in Cheshire, you want your business to come up on there.
Even any content as well, like if people are asking queries, you want to learn more, you want your content to be cited on those AI search engines.
Exactly. And you want exactly how you'd want your content to come at the top of Google. You want AI to be recommending your content as a reliable source on its answer. So main driving force, obviously behind SEO, you've got keywords, backlinks, website performances. All of those do pretty much exactly the same thing. It's all about trust and authority and Yeah, just so Google and both LLMs know, LLMs, yeah, try and get my words out, but just so they can accurately use your content, and it just shows that the search engines and everything there, that you know what you're talking about, and that your website is a reliable source. And the more that you can show that, the more that actually both search engines and LLMs will use your content. So it's all good. So, and obviously target audiences differ slightly as well. Whereas SEO, you're writing your content for those human users who are manually Googling and going on your website. Whereas with regards to GEO, obviously your target audience, you're writing it for the AI platforms themselves.
Still humans.
But you want, because they are ultimately the ones reading it, yes,
exactly.
but they've got no choice in what ChatGPT is showing them. ChatGPT is the king in that.
So what about traditional SEO? Are we just ignoring that entirely? And no, we're not, basically.
Yeah, don't say that.
Google is, although we have seen a massive rise in ChatGPT and obviously other LLMs, I would just take that one into account. But it's still, Google is still dominating search. So it's get over.
Yeah, so don't worry, Google's definitely, it's far from over. So really don't panic. Your website's not obsolete, and it's not being eaten up by our AI overlords just yet. But
and it's still getting 100 times more daily searches than other search platforms, including those LLMs. But ChatGPT has grown 3 times faster than Google did. Obviously, technology
has advanced, of course, and not so many people were using Google, kind of. Yeah,
exactly. So whereas Google has been arguably a bit of a slow, not necessarily a slow burner, but has taken many years to get to where it is today. But ChatGPT is just growing at a much more rapid pace. So anything that you need to consider now needs to be implemented now for your website to rank in these.
Yeah, we're moving very quickly. So, which leads us quite nicely on to why you should be making GEO part of your marketing strategy for 2026. So, and it's all just a reminder of all the things we've kind of already said, really. So, changing search behavior. So, AI chatbots are growing really fast in popularity. So, we find that obviously, as you know, we do a lot of like work experience and things, and I find that a lot of the younger people who come to us just already know about ChatGPT. They already use it. They know how to use it as part of their working life, and I think that's just going to keep growing. Yeah. So everything is something, and you'll find it easier. And I find it easier now just to quickly ask ChatGPT a simple question to get a simple answer, rather than going through Google and trawling through web pages to get the answer that I need quickly. And that's just going to keep growing, I think.
And we can see that in the obviously keyword based for search.
Yeah,
that is growing a bit more, but then it's more conversational in tone. So I saw a post the other day that said that the average prompt on LLMs are 20 words. Obviously a much longer query than we've seen previously in Google.
Yeah, because it's all using conversational language, and people tend to be really polite as well. They say, can you please find these things and write full sentences.
So apparently that costs a lot of money.
Yeah, actually, I also read a post that said, please don't say please. Stop being so polite to your chatbots because of the amount of water it uses. So be rude as you like, basically. So the other reason, obviously, is enhanced discoverability. So optimizing content for AI ensures your brand is suggested in AI responses and recommendations.
It's more of an opportunity for your business as well.
It is.
So it's not a bit more work, but a lot more opportunity for your business to be discovered.
Yeah, because that's everyone looks at all these things coming out, and it's like, whoa, there's a lot to learn here and a lot of new things. But it does open up another channel.
Exactly.
Which is, I think everybody did that every time a new social media platform gets announced. But again, it is another opportunity for your brand to shine online. So competitive advantage, another great reason to do it. Obviously, this is not necessarily new, but it's something that is really being talked about right now. So brands that start GEO now and start implementing GEO into their strategy will soon start outranking their competitors in both Google and LLMs, and that's something really
exciting.
Yeah, and something you should really consider. And obviously, as we've already talked about, there's brand authority as well. So consistently appearing in Google and AI output, it just reinforces that credibility and trust of your brand and your website online, and that just helps it grow.
And then having those, you could argue as well, and having that opportunity to be on ChatGPT or Google Gemini or anything like that, getting clicks to your website from those tools will ultimately impact your SEO as well, because it shows.
Yeah, it
Google.
does. It goes hand in hand.
Exactly.
That does mean they're not wildly different. They are part of the same strategy, and yeah, they really should be. And then obviously your integration then across your channels. So SEO for AI complements everything that you should be doing on your marketing strategy already. So content marketing, have a look at sort of the words you're using and all of that. Social media, because obviously, as I think we've talked about before, SEO really is a strong part of what you should be doing on your social media channels as well. And even paid advertising and everything like that, it all goes into
Hand in
one.
hand.
Yeah, definitely.
So your key considerations for GEO, we've covered quite a lot of these already, but using conversational keywords, so natural language, use your long tail, think about the questions that your customers are asking, your business, your prospective customers. What do you want people to know about what you do?
It's a really good opportunity for you to put yourselves in the shoes of your customers and think, what are the main questions that they're asking about you?
Yeah.
And think about your services, what are the terms that people most use? And it's easier now to think actually in terms of natural language as well. Like,
how are people going to use your website to seek out information? You structure data and schema markup, so very similar to how you would do that on your website, just so AI and LLMs understand the context and of your content on your website. So whether it's an FAQ, whether it's an article, whether it's a contact page, anything like that, get it marked up.
Yes.
And your content quality, obviously. So we've spoken about this numerous times before on these webinars. We need up-to-date content. We need authoritative content to really get those EEAT. And Hannah, those EEAT stands for
experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness.
A real mouthful.
Yeah.
Semantic SEO. So use topic clusters and semantic relationships. So we should already be doing this anyway. Search engines have been seeking this out for many years already. They're very sophisticated. So we know those. We're not just using one keyword throughout our pages. We're using topic keywords. Multimodal content optimization. So obviously your text, your images, your video, make sure that they can be understood not only by the users, but by AI bots as well. So have subtitles and have alt tags.
Yeah.
Anything like that. And continuous monitoring. So how is it going? Who's coming to your website? What LLMs are driving traffic to your website? What can you do to improve those, to increase those?
Yeah, because you do, I mean, with all the will in the world, you can do all of this great stuff, but if you're not actually checking if it's working, then there's quite little point really. So yeah, stats are your friend.
And how to implement those. So we have obviously audience users and content for AI readiness. There's really something to be said for repurposing content. We bang this drum all the time.
Yeah.
Make your content work harder. So
100%.
Anything you can do to make it more readable, make the tone more conversational.
Yeah, repurpose that content. Audit your existing content. Don't make it work harder for yourself.
Exactly.
You've got loads. The chances are you've got loads of great stuff out there already. Just
know where to use them.
Yeah.
Update your meta descriptions and your headings to be AI friendly. So your meta descriptions already should be focusing on those visiting your website. So make sure that it's more conversational. People know exactly what's on that page. And your headings, make sure people know this is what this page is going to discuss. So FAQs and conversational content. We know the power of those already. I know Google doesn't qualify FAQs as feature snippets anymore, but that's fine. They still play a really important role in people understanding your business, in you helping people address the pain points of their business. They're very important.
Yes.
Again, implement structured data for products, events, and articles, so people know exactly what they're looking for, and these AI chat bots know what they're looking for as well.
Yeah, it is. It's all because they're looking and things now, and they're looking for those keywords. So
Exactly.
make sure that your text is straight to the point, it's clear, storytelling and everything. I'm a huge fan of giving a story and things with your content, but please remember to actually say what you do. It's the biggest bugbear of mine, like a really lovely designed website and all of that, but if you don't actually say what you do,
if people can't go on your website and know straight away what you are and what you do, then you've kind of missed the opportunity.
Yes.
And again, monitor LLM outputs to understand how your content's being used, and most importantly, if it's not being used, why, and make some changes.
Yeah, definitely. So just before we go, just a key summary of everything we've talked about here. So AI is evolving constantly. So staying ahead is absolutely crucial. So, and that's staying ahead of your competitors, staying ahead of the tech if you can. It's constantly evolving. But just trying to keep on top of everything new that's happening and how you can best utilize that within your business and make it work for you. Keep an eye on trends. Again, things are constantly evolving, but people are talking about it. Obviously, you've got us today going live on it, but there'll be people before us, after us.
SEO
exactly. We've got Brighton SEO. We've got a million other sort of marketing conferences and things. But even if you're not in marketing, there's things that
so many resources out there.
Exactly, yeah, and speak to people as well. Obviously, like we're an agency, but there's always people there willing to help and answer your questions. And remember, proactive SEO strategies can future-proof your marketing.
I think it can be quite daunting, can't it, having something else to think about as well as SEO, but I don't think it's that dissimilar, GEO, from
it's really
what
not.
You should be doing for SEO anyway.
No,
so
it's just another consideration, which I know sounds like a lot to ask, but considering, but it is important, especially with the way that things are going. So that's what we advise. So put it in your strategy for 2026. And that's it. Thank you for joining us today. Any questions? Our lovely team are there in the comments. So drop us a line, ask us any questions you want to know, and we'll come back to you. So thank you very much.
See you next time.
Cheers. Bye.